Now, Angela Vassallo, she's the author of The Second Wives Guide. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure. If I know anything about blended families, I know that everyone realized that it's becoming the rule, not the exception.
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
Our first exposure may have been the Brady Bunch at one point,
yeah.
but that's not a very accurate example.
No, no.
What are the misunderstandings that people have about blended families?
I think there's lots of things, and I think, I decided to write the book because I was a second wife and a stepmom, and for a decade now. So my two stepsons are adults now, and I also have an 8-year-old son with my husband, and I just realised there was a change over the last decade. And I realised also my friends were meeting men that were married before, and they were coming to me for advice. So I thought, look, the Second Wives Guide would be a great way to write this book, to be able to put it out there to help women who are going through some of the tricky situations that I went through, give them some advice, case studies, and that type of thing.
It's a very delicate situation. The process of falling in love is the process of falling in love, regardless of the family and the previous lives. So
that's right.
Probably step into some situations they don't even anticipate.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, the blended family is pretty much becoming the norm now. And, the statistics are changing. And I really believed that, wanted to defy the statistics, the status quo, and really help a lot of these women that are going to go through it, what to expect, what not to expect. And there's a lot of dynamics that you don't see coming,
There's one thing to be a second wife, but then to be a step parent is a whole, you got to sometimes tread lightly, because if you have different ideas or concepts on discipline or leniency or things of that nature, I mean, you really sort of have to have a real dynamic.
You do, and you really do. There's lots of things around having stepchildren as well and being a stepmom. But one of the things I talk about is when you see the man.
Good-looking family, by the way.
Yeah, there they are. There's Jack and James and my husband Mark and my little boy Dylan. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome being a stepmom. I love my two stepsons and we all get on well, but that took a long time to build those relationships. You can't just believe that you're just going to walk in there and be able to, control the situation and way. It doesn't work like that. You really do need to have empathy. You do need to understand that, you're going to have to set boundaries and the way you want things to go as well.
And as much as you need protect the relationships, the new marriage and the parent-children dynamic and such, you need to also maybe consider adjustment based on what your preconceived notions are from the last marriage?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, I think it comes down to also getting some advice. That's why I think there's that you can make that work. But I think if you look at different opportunities and different things, if you look at the Second Wives Guide, I've put a lot of guides in there to help women through these different situations. They know what they're getting themselves into and how to, adjust and make it work for them.
Basically, you're a friend that understands in convenient carry-around form.
Yes.
That's exactly.
Absolutely.
Where can we pick this up?
You can buy it from our website, www.secondwivesguidehq.com, and you can also join the Second Wives community as well, which is become part of the community, and they can get the advice and understand there's millions of second wives out there. But, you don't have to be on your own, and you are second to none.
Wonderful. When we our website, indystyle.tv.
Thank you.
You should stick around because the chef is going to make another dish. Unless you kept on eating through that whole thing, didn't you?